Good morning, good evening. My name is Felipe. I am here with the Charter for Compassion on the Charter Live show. This is our first show of 2024, and I'm super excited to be talking to you from North Carolina in the United States of America. It is currently 2 p.m. in the East Coast on the Eastern Time, 11 a.m. on Pacific, which also means 7 p.m. GMT in the UK. Hope everyone's doing great. I have lots to tell you about what's going on with the charter for the upcoming weeks and what has been going on for 2024 already. So why don't we just go ahead and let me see. We got a special guest here. This is my dog Antonia. Hi Antonia, thanks for joining us. We are finally reunited and getting ready to go to Chile in the next couple of weeks, so that's pretty exciting. But let me go ahead and share my screen as always. Charterforcompassion.org is our website. Before we get with all these share screens, I wanted to let you know that we are currently live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And we try to do the show every week, every Thursday, for all our different social media platforms so that people can be informed in the different events that are happening with the organization. So let's go ahead once again and share my screen. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you is our blog entry that happened last week. This was written by Marilyn Turkovich, our executive director. It's titled "It's Time," and let me tell you, it is a piece of art. And let me just read a little bit to you. So it says, in our complex, dynamic, and ever-changing world, the path from tolerance to true acceptance requires intentional effort, self-reflection, and a commitment to dismantling barriers. Let's face it, it is time to put the past behind us. We need a new attitude towards others, especially to those who seem to be most different from ourselves. After all, if we were to scratch beneath the surface, the good old days weren't that good. They too were demanding and uncertain. The time has come to recognize that we must consider thinking and acting differently in order to move beyond the superficial level of tolerating each other to embrace, accept, and create equity in a world that is constantly reinventing itself. For too long, we have been advised to be tolerant of differences. In my opinion, that was wrong advice. Tolerance implies a passive coexistence. It's time to burst the tolerance bubble and replace it with acceptance and appreciation of one another. Wow, right? Let me put right now the link. If you are watching our live show on Facebook, you'll be able to see it right now in the comments. If you are watching our on YouTube as well, you'll be able to see it live right now on our comments. But if not, I will be adding this on our Twitter and our LinkedIn. I will be adding all these different links in the comments once we're done with this transmission. So that's one of the things I wanted to share with you. Next, let me share screen again. So I don't know if you remember, but every year, beginning of January, let's say January 12th or so, all the way until February 20th, we have the 40 Days of Peace campaign that is inspired in Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and his legacy. The things that he taught us, the things that he said, the things that he wrote, and we dive deep into all those teachings at the beginning of the year. One of the things the program outlines below refer to the triple evils, which are addressed in Where Do We Go From Here, from Martin Luther King Jr. And the triple evils is poverty, racism, and militarism, which are forms of violence that exist in a vicious cycle in our actual times. So we have different events that are going on. So if you click on 2024, and I will be putting the link for this right now, actually. So we have that already happened. Feast for the Soul. This is happening with matters of mindful moments or something. MOM. It's the abbreviation. It starts in January 15th, but for every day until February 23rd, you have what is called a Feast for the Soul, where there are different topics addressed every day. You can learn more about it and register by clicking there. Let me actually just put the link already so that people can access it with me if you want to. Again, this will be showing in our Facebook and our YouTube channel right now, but it will be appearing in our different platforms later on. As you can see, we have the Transformational Learning Summit that is sponsored by Sutra, happening on January 29th. National Day of Collective Healing that should have happened this past Wednesday with Alamo College District is now happening on January 31st. This is going to be an incredible event with civil rights poet Nikki Giovanni. Let me tell you a little bit more about those. So first of all, the Transformational Learning Summit, a conversation exploring the power of online learning through the lens of collaboration, community, and consciousness. This will be a transformational learning experience that invites us together as we are. There will be different discussions. This gathers an inquiry into the nature of relational learning experience that invite heartfelt connection, collective intelligence, and humanity. This is not to miss, my friends, and it is for anyone to check out. So let me put this also on the comments so that you can access it right there. And we will learn more about it next week as I tell you more about it too. Another thing that is happening with the charter, and it started now, but it's going to be throughout 2024, is Ubuntu and the spirit of Ubuntu. If you don't know what Ubuntu is an African term, an African philosophy that refers to the interconnectedness of all people. I am because we are. So it's embracing each other in many ways. Pato Benton and Antoinette Rusdata, who are a beautiful, powerful couple that has done a lot of work with the Charter and with the URI and other peace building organizations, have produced a movie, a documentary called Ubuntu, I Am Because We Are. Thankfully, the Charter has been involved with this from beginning parts of the project, and now we are offering licensing for you to watch either by yourself, like for you to own, or an individual cost or a full-length documentary that this could be, individuals can purchase Ubuntu for personal showings within their homes for other viewing pleasure, or there can be a license cost sheet for Ubuntu Now, license fee for the film, which is $795. And this fee allows direct purchase of the film with the opportunity to show in the film multiple times within the organization, business, or educational institution that purchased the film. So you have different ways to do it. You can purchase here, and that will help with the distribution of this incredible documentary that has been produced for everyone to watch this year. So again, I'm going to put this on the comments or in the chat. And we'll be, again, on Twitter and on LinkedIn. It will show up after we're done with the show. This Saturday, we have the Sangha. As you know, the Sangha is our moment of peace, of quiet, of calmness. This is usually a circle, a Sangha that was initiated by Orla Sullivan from the Plum Village, which is the retreat that was inspired by the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. And now the main guides in 2024 are Andy Sprague from the Sangha House in the UK and Merida McCarthy, part of our charter staff. And usually the charter, for this hour and a half, which is every last Saturday of the month, focuses on body, being physically present in one place, mindfulness trainings, sharing, Dharma discussion, nonverbal action, presence, speech, loving speech, calm and gentle. Material resources are shared equally, happy and joyful synthesis of all ideas. Again, this happens every last Saturday of the month. It's free of charge. And it is an opportunity for you to not only take a moment to step back and relax and reconnect, but also connect with others that might be in the same journey as you are. So we talked already about the Transformational Learning Summit. On Wednesday, we have the pleasure of hosting Pablo de Ors. Pablo de Ors wrote the book Biography of Silence, and he is the first guest author for our Global Read webinar series. It is, we have a suggested donation of $10, but it is offered for free for those with limited resources. Pablo is a person from Spain, born in Madrid in 1963. He is a Spanish priest, theologian, and writer whose grandfather was the essayist and art critic Eugenio de Ors. He studied in New York, Rome, Prague, and Vienna. He was ordained as a priest and received doctorate in theology. And in 2014, he founded the Amigos del Desierto Foundation with the aim of promoting the practice of meditation. He is going to be interviewed or have a conversation with our own Gar Jameson, lovely member of our board of trustees. And the book itself, it talks about the power of silence. So With disarming honesty and directness, as well as a striking clarity of language, De Ors shares his struggles as a beginning meditator, the tedium, restlessness, and distraction. He was starting to learn all this meditation when he was a Catholic priest whose life was changed by Zen meditation. This is going to be an awesome global read for people that are interested in meditation, people that see the work of interfaith and the way that spirituality and oneness is between us all. Again, I'm putting that in the chat, in the comments, so that you can. Oh no, hold on a second. That was not it. This is the link. There you go. That's the actual link for the global read with Pablo de Ors. That is happening next Wednesday, January 31st at 9 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. GMT, which is UK, 10:30 p.m. IST in India. As I was telling you before, we had to move. The National Day of Collective Healing with civil rights poet Nikki Giovanni. That was going to be done at Alamo College District. It was supposed to happen this past Wednesday, and we couldn't. They weren't able to host it, so it's now happening next Wednesday. So you first have the global read at 9 a.m. That goes for an hour, and then this one starts at 10 a.m. Pacific. And this will be an incredible conversation with civil rights poet Nikki Giovanni. This is free to attend. The only thing that is a little bit of a bummer in this case is there's no registration or reminder. You just have to be on this page, which I'm going to put right now in the comments. You have to be on this page and then click on it and say watch it live. And it will take you to the Alamo College District YouTube channel where the live show, you can click right there on live and it will show you that conversation happening on Wednesday, January 31st at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And last but not least, my friends, hopefully you're still there with me. February 1st through the 7th is World Interfaith Harmony Week. That week at the beginning of February that happens every year with the UN, where we celebrate, where we learn, where we talk and discuss interfaith related topics, how different religions can work together, how different groups of spiritual backgrounds and beliefs can work together toward different goals, understand each other, and not just coexist, but accept and embrace. Not only that, the charter, there's hundreds, if not thousands of organizations and institutions that will be doing something during this week. The Charter for Compassion will be providing a 7-day series of Round the Heart Fire or the Hearth Fire, 7 days sharing stories of spiritual practices. The themes of each day are empowerment, oneness, unity, cooperation, abundance, love, and faith. This will be an opportunity for you to not only see from charter staff and volunteers, but also connect in a deeper spiritual and more intrinsic level with the people that will be sharing about these topics. All these sessions will also be recorded later on, so they will be available on our YouTube channel. But it will be great to see you there during the lifetime. With that, my friends, I think we have come to an end of today's Charter Live with Felipe. We're truly grateful that you are, first of all, that you get to see this live feed on your social media platform, whichever it is. We're truly grateful that you follow us, that you try to, be part of the compassionate movement and celebrate compassion as you not only put self-compassion so that you take care of yourself and love yourself, but that directly translates into taking care and loving everything around you, including the environment. Hopefully one of these events resonates with you. You can participate, learn something, and spread it in your own communities, but especially within yourself. We'll be seeing you next week. And if you have any questions, you can always message us in all the different social media platforms that we are: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. But also you can email me at felipe@charterforcompassion.org, and we'll be seeing you next week.